You were injured by a jumping cactus while vacationing in Arizona, is that correct? Okay. Honestly, I don't blame you for not knowing. It's actually called a jumping cholla, or I guess they're called a teddy bear cactus. I know the name is deceitful, so how can I help you? Okay, so you have some wounds. It sounds like you had to go to an urgent care and you want those bills covered. And you said that the bill is about $200? Okay. So here's the deal. I have seen some, very few, but some successful personal injury claims where the location of the cactus was on a private property. And the argument there was that the cholla was planted or was allowed to grow in a manner that posed a foreseeable risk. Basically, like it encroached on the walkway. So I'm just gonna make up some fact situation for you that I think would be a viable claim here. It would have to go a little bit something like this. Let's say that a resort maintained a desert hiking trail for guests. Then a jumping cholla cactus had been growing into the trail. Maybe previous hikers complained to staff after getting pricked, and the resort never trimmed the cactus or put up a warning. Then a hiker steps on the fallen cactus segment, which maybe was embedded into the hike, the sand, and they suffered a deep puncture wound and ended up in the emergency department. But in contrast, it sounds like you were doing a hike and you got too close to the cactus. Yeah. Okay, so maybe you weren't paying attention. Yeah, so in my opinion, and I of course encourage you to seek more than one opinion because I humbly could not be seeing the viability of this claim here, but there are several red flags, and one of those is that you would be met with the assumption of the risk defense. Hiking inherently has natural dangers, as I'm sure you understand, and if the risk is considered open and obvious, and I believe that it is, then your case is going to be weakened. Yes, in Arizona, we do have comparative negligence, so even if you were 90% at fault for the damages, you could still pursue the 10% against the at-fault party, but your damages are going to be reduced by your percentage of fault. So if you only have $200 in bills, this would be a hard one to financially justify because that cost-benefit analysis, more money would be spent bringing this case than likely you would actually see out of it in your pocket. So yeah, my honest opinion, I would just take this as like a painful hiccup in your time and your trip and just try to enjoy the rest of your vacation. Yeah, of course. I appreciate the call and I hope that you'll think of me again, but hopefully you will never need to. Yeah, take care.